Well, even though the Dodgers and Angels were off today, there was still a lot of baseball games played on this last Sunday before the break, on this Sunday, July 9th. Um, the Rangers beat the Nationals 7-2. Cubs over the Yankees 7-4. Red Sox over the A's 4-3. Royals over the Guardians 4-1. The Rays beat Atlanta 10-4. Blue Jays over the Tigers 4-3. Marlins over the Phillies 7-3. Orioles pound the Twins 15-2. Mariners over the Astros 3-1. Brewers shut out the Reds 1-0. Cardinals over the White Sox 4-3. And the good news is that the Pirates beat the Diamondbacks 4-2. And the Giants shut out the Rockies 1-0. As Logan Webb went the distance, throwing a 9-inning complete game shutout with 10 strikeouts. Probably the best game he's ever pitched in his life. And J.D. Davis produced the only run for the Giants in the game. Meanwhile, the Padres beat the Mets 6-2. Joe Musgrove went 6 shutout innings with 7 strikeouts, and Manny Machado hit 2 home runs and knocked in 5 runs and scored twice, and Fernando Tatis Jr. also scored 2 runs. And yeah, the Padres trying to get back in it. And here are the standings here as we go to break. Rays lead the Orioles by 2 games in the AL East. The Guardians have a half-game lead over the Twins, and they're the only team at 500, so the AL Central is really weak. Meanwhile, the Texas Rangers head to the break with a 2-game lead over the Houston Astros. The Mariners are a game over 500, but the Angels are in 4th place with a game under 500, and the Angels aren't looking so good right now. Meanwhile, going into the break, the Braves still lead the Marlins by 8.5 games in the NL East. Meanwhile, the Reds have a 1-game lead over the Brewers in the NL Central. And the Dodgers and Diamondbacks are tied for 1st place, but the Dodgers are 2 percentage points ahead of Arizona. And yeah, that's huge. And the surprising Giants are 2.5 games back. And then the Padres are 8.5 back of the Dodgers. But yeah, the Padres and the Mets have been a disappointment this season. And MLB stat leaders 2023 at the break. Luis Ariz has a 383 batting average, so he's 50 points ahead of Ronald Acuna Jr. Meanwhile, Shohei Ohtani leads the majors in home runs with 32 at the break. Mookie Betts has 26. He's tied with Pete Alonso for 2nd. Matt Olson has 29. Adolis Garcia has 75 ribbies. 72 for Matt Olson, 71 for Shohei Ohtani. And Yandy Diaz leads the AL in batting at 323. Freddie Freeman's batting 320. Zach Allen and Spencer Strider and Shane McClellan are tied in the majors with 11 victories. Framber Valdez leads the American League in earned run average at 2.51. Clayton Kershaw at 2.55. And how about Camilo Doval of the Giants and Jordan Romano of the Blue Jays with 26 saves? And Spencer Strider leads the majors in strikeouts with 166. Kevin Gausman with 153 strikeouts. Blake Snell's got 132. He's tied with Shohei Ohtani. Meanwhile, Ronald Acuna leads the NL in stolen bases with 41. Esteury Ruiz leads the AL with 43 stolen bases. And how about Logan Webb and Kevin Gausman, former Giant teammates, Marcus Stroman, 14 complete games. And yeah. So those are your main stats right now. And how about the MLB draft?
Thing. It was a nationwide tournament, and he had a signature ball as well.
Yeah.
Just stuff laying around, I guess, you know.
So the Pirates, round one is Paul Skenes of Louisiana State is the number one overall pick in round one. Number two is Dylan Cruz of the Nationals from outfield, also from Louisiana State. Meanwhile, the Angels have the 11th pick with Nolan Schanuel, first baseman from Florida Atlantic. And the San Diego Padres have Dylan Head from Homewood, Illinois, outfield. Meanwhile, the Dodgers got the 36th pick, Kendall George from Atascocita High School in Texas, outfield. So those are your draft picks in round one. And the Dodgers have the 66th draft pick with Jake Geloff at third base from Virginia. So those are the only three teams or four players from SoCal that have been in the draft. Oh, and the Lakers did beat the Hornets today in the NBA Summer Leagues. Yeah, the Lakers beat the Hornets.
Just God-given relationships that we're blessed.
Yeah, they beat the Hornets and the Warriors so far in the Summer League action. Well, I hope you all have a great night, everybody. Let's get ready for the Home Run Derby tomorrow night. And let's go Mookie Betts. Peace out.